What up, y'all? I'd like to welcome y'all back to Humble City Real. Show I talk about things that I like, things I don't like, things I know, things I think I know, whatever else happened to come across my mind. So, of course, like always, before we get into the video, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. Make sure that you comment. Make sure that you like. If you don't like the video, go ahead and hit the don't like video. If you like it, hit the like video. But definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree with the content or not. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. We had Kanye West drop an album, and then soon thereafter, Drake dropped the album. So go kind of focus on them two because they had so much build up. They had a lot of build up, coming into both of these albums. And and then their beef that's been going on for a little while, in the shadows or whatever, it's finally like come to light to where everybody now knows about it and they can chime in, speak about it. Drake came and it's kind of weird, released unreleased track of Kanye where Kanye is actually dissing Drake. I guess he was trying to point out some of the things as far as what Kanye was saying, i.e. Kanye claiming GD or whatnot. The song was featuring Andre 3000, the great Andre 3000. Dope ass verse, very dope ass verse. But without going too far ahead of myself, let's get back to just talking about the music, the projects that both of these artists dropped. So, with both of these albums, I would have to say, my opinion, lackluster. Definitely below my expectations, and I will admit, like I just wasn't like sitting there waiting and anticipating. Like I can't wait till this certified lover boy drop. I wasn't sitting there doing that. Wasn't doing that for the Kanye album. I wasn't, but I know that they were coming, and I was like, okay, these are very big artists, very talented artists. I consider them lyrical. They got lyrical content. They can do things with the words. Kanye definitely, great producer, can do the beats. Drake is very good at selecting beats. So, I kind of had I had certain expectations, like, oh, they're gonna hit with this song. It's gonna be the song that catch everybody. Everybody gonna be rolling. I figured it was gonna move at a certain pace that or tempo, whichever way, that was going to at least kind of carry me over, at least to be like, oh, okay, yeah, he came with it, okay, but neither of them did it for me. If I had to choose between one or the other, to say that I'm about to go back and listen to some more and put it on while I'm cleaning up, or whatever, or while I'm riding to and from wherever I'm my destination, work, whatever, I'm be hard pressed to really say either. There's a few other albums that came out over the summer and somewhat close to their release that I know I have played multiple times already, and I'm not getting that feel from either one. But if I had to choose, I'm probably gonna say Kanye, and it's by a small margin. And it could have went either way, only due to, I would say, the Kanye album, it's all over the place. The Drake album is pretty much the same. I kind of just, as time go by, you kind of want to see something different from Drake, and I just didn't get it. Kanye, he was going through everything that he was going through, or living the life that he was living. I'm not even gonna say going through, but I understand, with the whole bipolar and, et cetera, not to make light on it, but it is what it is. So when they came with these projects, I said, as we know, both of them are feature heavy, and I would say the features carried both of these albums, more so than the artists themselves. The only thing that gives me to say, that lends me to say Ye album maybe more, which they both fall in the same space, is just I guess the spiritual aspect of Ye album. As I'm listening to it, I'm kind of like, it's over the place, and then some of the features come in, you're like, okay, yeah, such brought it. Okay, okay, that was dude, brother. Yeah, well, he did okay on that one. That was okay. All right, and but it was a certain feel. We listen to music for certain reasons. We try to get certain things out of them, and as far as just musically, it wasn't really grabbing me all like that. Like I said, the features heavy. The features did what they did. I liked a lot of the things, but I had like a certain feel hearing it, and it's almost like if you hear gospel music anywhere. So when someone's speaking, spiritually, and they're speaking about God and stuff like that, and if you have a spiritual soul, that tends to touch you. So that kind of got me a little bit like, oh, well, I guess it's cool. It's a cool album, with the Drake, it was just, one of the things I respect about Drake is, and he's not the first, definitely not the last, but the fact that, he's not a gangster rapper, drug dealer rapper, whatever the case may be. I love hearing cocaine rap. I love hearing drug dealer rap. I love hearing gangster music. I love that. And but sometimes you need that, breath of fresh air, if you will, or something just different, something outside of what you normally listen to. And Drake always, filled that slot amongst other artists. Like I said, artists that came before him, done it before, and artists after him has continued. So I always respect that part. However, the album was just like, the same. It was just the same old, it was just the same. And I don't want to knock his style or whatever. I understand his style, what he chooses to rap about, how he does it. But I had more expectation. I just felt like there's no growth, if you will. Where Kanye, there's growth, but it's just, we don't know what direction it's going. So by a small margin, Kanye over Drake. Like I said, the features held both of these albums up, in my opinion. I will say, and this is probably the first time I've ever said anything like this in my life, but I will say that Drake has the better Jay-Z verse, which leads me to say that's the wackest Jay-Z verse I ever heard on a Kanye West album, the Jail song. And that's like, was that an oxymoron or something? It's like blasphemous. I know I'm probably gonna have a whole bunch of Yankee hats and Timberlands storming through my front yard ready to kick in my door, but that was the wackest Jay-Z verse I ever heard on the Donda album. It's just Jay is great, so he has room to mess up, so debate me if you will. Y'all can, it's this and you don't get it. He said this part and then I get it. He's a great lyricist. People consider him the GOAT. You see Drake had put out there, I got the GOAT on my album, and I respect that, understand and all that. But that verse, that shit was whack, man. I'm sorry, that shit was whack. I just gotta stand on it. It is what it is. That Jay got a billion more verses out in the world, and then we know what he can do. But that was whack. But on the Drake album, I like that verse. That was probably one of Jay's better verses in a while. As far as being that he don't really drop music. So that was good. I like that he came back. As far as the order that the albums dropped, Donda dropped first, then Certified Lover Boy. So it was almost like a redemption for Jay, in my opinion. Just show like, hey man, I just messed up right there, but here you go, bow. And it was a nice little verse on Certified Lover Boy. But it happens, people can get mad about that. People might disagree, and you have the right to. But Jay dropped the ball on that one. Sorry, man. I look at it like 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks ain't dropped the album in a long time, but every time someone gets a 3 Stacks feature, it's like you hear it and you be like, man, when can Outkast drop another album? Damn, 3 Stacks need it, man. Come on, I hope they can give us an album, man, or can he drop an album, or we need another Outkast album. You're always saying that, right? And I know from the features that Jay has done over the last few years, of course, him and Beyonce dropped the collab album, and that was a big album. It was good. Jay-Z was, doing this 1-2 on there, Was it the greatest of Jay-Z? That can be argued, whatever. He did his thing on it. But, for the most part, Jay ain't, as he's quote retired or whatever the case may be, he's not dropping another album, but he has appeared on different verses. And of course, we had the Jay Electronica project, which was supposed to be Jay Electronica's album, but it was like a Jay Electronica featuring Jay-Z album, and that has some nice little points or whatever on there. But there's not too much that he had dropped that, as far as features and things of that nature, that just made you like, man, I wish Jay had dropped an album. It's just like you just kind of happy you hear it, and you like, oh, it was cool, and you kind of get off into whatever project that is, you kind of get off more deeper into it. But as far as the albums that dropped over the summer, it's like, it's a few different things that dropped. Migos dropped at the beginning of the summer. They kind of hit the ground running, and it slowly kind of tailed off a little bit. I can't say all the way, but nice project. Better than Drake's album, better than Donda. It's just my opinion. A few cats. Was my man ESTG? He dropped the album. Yeah, that's street music. You know what I'm saying? And as far as how it made me feel, as far as like, I'm like, okay, yeah. Better than Certified Lover Boy. Better than Donda. Who else we had out there? Nelly. Nelly dropped the album, and Nelly dropped a album that's probably was long overdue. Nelly always did, he always had like songs or feature. He'd be either on their album or feature on the album with, different country western artists. And he dropped a collab album with a few of, I would call them more so the new age country western / pop artists. Florida Georgia Line and things, the artists that don't give you traditional, country Dolly Parton type sounding songs or whatever. So it kind of has up-tempo beats, their party music, and but they got their country twang to it. And so it's like, and that in itself, I understand people they're not going to be into it. Don't listen to it. It ain't nothing that you going to, DJ, play that Heartland album all the way through and through. You ain't going to do that. But once again, as far as putting together a product for whatever the audience they're trying to reach, or even to try to gather more or enhance the audience, better than Heartland, better than Donda, better than Certified Lover Boy. My man Westside Gunn, an artist who, no pun intended, always sticks to his guns. He raps pretty much. He's going to give you what he gives you. And me and my partner, we kind of always have some of the same thing. As I said, conversations about the same thing I said about Drake not changing it up and not doing anything different. Westside Gunn, pretty much that's what he does. I mean, he had his moments where he's speaking about like not really want to rap no more. So I never, even though he drops project after project, I don't look for too much nothing else specific out of Westside Gunn from time to time. I do want more from him because I rock with him. But the Hitler Wears Hermes Part 8, better than Donda, better than Certified Lover Boy. Sidebar, with that album, it was more so like how he did that. What I gathered from it was him trying to put on Stove God Cooks and and just show the talent of him and other artists of Griselda. Usain Bolt did an album with the artist named NJ, and it's a reggae dancehall, Caribbean island type album. And not to say that type of music can't be better than anyone's music, but that album is better than Donda, better than Certified Lover Boy. The name of the album is Country Youths, just anybody know Country Youths. And played it through and listened to it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see what they're doing. Usain Bolt is a party type of guy, so it's the dance hall. You in there, you about to get it, and it was better. It's better than the Donda album, better than Certified Lover album. I wanted to say all that to say that, like, as far as albums of the summer, and I seen a few like different people posted or whatever, Nas technically to me had the best album of the summer. And I understand Drake, came in on the September side, but we still summer right now, so I know we look at September as fall, but it's still technically summer. But Nas, in my opinion, had the best album of the summer. Argue if you like. I'm not gonna change my mind. There's nothing you can tell me about whatever happened on the Drake Certified Lover Boy album. Nothing you can tell me that happened on the Kanye Donda album that's gonna change my mind. They just didn't cut it. They didn't. All the hype, the build. I mean, Kanye performed with silent shows. He did all type. It was all type of stuff out here, man. And and Drake was doing his 1-2. He's out, promoting his stuff, and people was all waiting on it, and they just kind of, for me, just kind of hit with a thud, and of course, this is more so on, full-fledged one-time listen and then piece by piece type listening, where I just, went back to the songs that I did like, to where if it was surrounded by songs that I didn't like, I was going to let them play a little bit so I could hear just, as the song I do like go off, let the song that I wasn't too hype on, let it play. And it still was the same feel. It was like, I mean, the second half of Drake album, I liked it, but I liked it more so just because of the features is on the second half. He had songs on there that's cool, and songs on there he's doing what he normally does, and it was just like, okay, yeah, that's Drake. But it wasn't nothing like, oh shoot, hold on, yeah, wait a minute, this is the one right here. It's like one song on there, I think, that was like that, but not too much. Same thing with Ye. It was songs on there that was kind of like, whoa, and then it was like, you know what, that might be all right. That's yeah, that one, that's cool. That cuts, that make it. That's good. But that's where I'm at. So it makes their beef just like, kind of looks like, two motherfuckers that can't fight, that really don't want to fight, but everybody kind of like, you heard what he said? Did you hear what he said? And they gotta fight, and they don't want to get hit, so they like, no, they throwing punches with the head back like that. That's what it kind of looks like. That, it's like, I don't even want to watch this fight. Like the Drake versus Kanye. It's like, I don't even want to watch this fight. It's like, the good part of this is the guy that's in the middle that don't want no part of it is Andre 3000's verse. That's the best thing that's of the Drake versus Kanye. That's the best. That's the only thing that really stands above is Andre 3000's dope ass verse. So that being said, Nas had the album of the summer, King's Disease Part 2. I played that multiple times. West Side Gun's supposed to be coming with a side B of the HWH8. I can't wait to hear that. I mean, he spoke on it saying that those tracks were better than the tracks on the side A. So hopefully he's right, or hopefully I feel that he's right. How he feels is how he feels. I guess I would say probably more disappointed in Drake than Ye. Ye been off the grid, no pun intended, which is a dope song off of Donda. So you don't really have that much expectation from. And then Drake, I just felt like he was still in touch with the culture, but he's riding his wave. He's doing what he wanted. He's doing this 1-2, doing what he do. They hit what they said. Debuted it, top of the billboards, whatever the case may be. Made, I don't know, different sites crash. I don't know, one of the most streamed videos, Apple Music, all that stuff, and as it should. Drake is a great artist. He's definitely a great artist. It's the only thing that just bothered me with it, was just that how it made me feel, and I think part of those feels just came from like the, when it dropped, it was radio stations, supporting it like outrageously. I'll say that in a nice way. It's like, playing it the whole day or something, and it was like, and I get that push. Almost comes off like radio payola almost, but that's them. But you know, it was talk, on the wire, on the social media wires and stuff. Oh, if Drake ain't in your top 5 after this album, you don't know music. All right, I don't know music. It was Drake GOAT talk. Like, oh, he the greatest of all time. Now he's past, Jay and whoever you put up there as the greatest of all time. Nah, I not buying that. Not buying that by a long shot. That's nah. That was the parts, I guess, that made me want to start speaking about it, probably just because of that. I mean, the Kanye thing, people, oh, that album's trash, it's that, it ain't, oh man, it's garbage, it's that, same thing, people were saying the same thing about Drake album too, I'm not gonna call either album trash, it just did not live up to the expectations that I just have of those particular artists. So, that being said, that's it for my Humble City Real music review of the summer. Tell me what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you believe that the Donda album was the album of the summer, or has the potential to be an album of the summer? It's not. It has a short life so far. Same thing with Certified Lover Boy. What do you think? I need to listen to them 8 more times to think that they are album of the year worthy. What songs do you think I should listen to on there that make me put it above, Nas album, OG dude, reinvents itself, making stuff that sounds different from, his illustrious career, Tell me, let me know. I mean, disagree, agree, whichever way. Am I wrong? Do I not know music? Should I be looking at Drake as top 5 dead or alive? Should I be looking at Drake as the GOAT? Should I be more appreciative of Kanye's genius? Let me know. Humble City Real. Thank y'all for watching. As always, make sure that if you like the video, subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you like, go ahead and go back in the catalog, check some of the videos I've done since I started this, and until next time, stay blessed, good people. Humble City Real. Holla at y'all later.